trip to Boston, Massachusetts. It's Sunday Night Basketball on ESPN as we get set for an Atlantic Division matchup between the Boston Celtics and the New York Knicks.
A pick and rolls, and you better be able to deliver some type of defensive answer, or Calderon is going to...
Looking for position in the paint. Puts it up, and Amir Johnson with a nice look, sinks it. Double team, still puts it up, and a nice finish at the minute to go here in the first.
I really like when I see a team play smart.
Good free throw shooting, knocks down a pass. Johnson's trying to get down low. Thomas knocks down the jumper for three. From beyond the arc. And Jose Calderon with the... In the paint, gets it to go. +1. The block called against Crowder. Able to convert the free throw line and shoot free throws. He's 2 for 2 from the line here tonight.
I really like this play right here.
Jeff, we're seeing again how the game has changed so much. Here's this 7-3 kid. Fires away for 2. Puts it in, and they take this lead here in the first half.
Look, you got to put yourself in position to be fouled.
Able to convert on both free throws. Porzingis.
Well, Porzingis, like you said, Mike, had a good summer. You don't read too much into this when you see a guy in a few years develop into an all-star level player.
To the basket, and gets it to go.
Look, you...
That's a three-pointer. The defense nowhere near him. And
Welcome to the EA Sports Halftime Report, brought to you by yours truly, Jalen Rose. The Knicks entered the locker room at halftime with a significant lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the New York Knicks. The Celtics may be in the building, but they did not show up for this game. They haven't been able to score with any kind of consistency, and it's affecting their offensive flow.
Game track. Field goal percentage.
The Boston Celtics definitely wouldn't mind having their opponent's field goal percentage. Unlike them, it's been 4 shots and poor effort. It was not a great half. The shooting was certainly worst in the opening quarter.
Player of the half.
Kristaps Porzingis started very strong in those first 2 quarters. The way he performed in that opening half makes me excited to see what he'll do next. I'm sure the fans are feeling the exact same way. And here's a look at his stat line.
Who was cold?
Marcus Smart didn't have any impact on the scoreboard in the opening half. His inability to score seems even worse when you consider that most of his misses came from beyond the arc. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 3. Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after.
in the whole game, what's the key in the second half?
Well, there's not just one key. You got to play better at...
Jeff, the Knicks didn't sign those marquee home run type free agents, but they did get a couple of...
Proven to be a very good NBA 2-guard and are going to help New York dramatically.
Throws down the dunk.
Oh, that's a...
Sullinger counted, and the foul. Blocking called against Lopez. A follow. It's good. And a foul. Jared Sullinger picks up his first. inside. And Amir Johnson with a nice shot for two. It'll count if it goes. And it drops. Count the basket. 3 quarters complete.
In the first couple minutes of this fourth quarter, they've got to put a dent quickly.
Sullinger fires away. It's good.
Hey, sometimes good offense.
Calderon on the drive, puts it in, and they extend the
Smart foul.
first free throw, good. And Amir Johnson with 11 points.
Free throw shooters, draws a foul, now is able to really.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
If you're a good offensive player and a great free throw shooter.
And gets both points from the line. On the drive, and flips it home. Nobody near him for 3. And this one is finished. The final score is 37-27. For Jeff Van Gundy and our entire EA Sports crew, this is Mike Breen saying good night.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Knicks were solid in today's victory. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they scored their points. Check out the leading scores for the New York Knicks. The Celtics didn't provide the kind of offensive output needed to win a game at the NBA level. So it's imperative that they put this one behind them and start preparing for the next matchup.
Game track. Field goal percentage.
The Boston Celtics made it pretty easy for us to determine why they lost, and it was clearly their poor shooting. Even if we hadn't watched this game, all it would take is one look at their field goal percentage to make an educated guess. The offense looked especially bad in the opening half.
Player of the game.
Melo certainly did his part in the victory, and that's why he's our selection. When you're the game leader in points, it's hard not to stand out, and he did exactly that in today's matchup. And here we have a look at the shot chart.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this, except that he fits the title of this segment? He was definitely cold in this game. These are the top 3 plays of the game.
Number 3. Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.